Heavy steps. The other day I was watching a movie when I heard my mom coming down the stairs. At first I thought it was my dad because her steps were so heavy, but then I thought maybe she was carrying something. When she got to the entrance of the living room, she just stood there. I didn't pay any mind to her. Maybe she was just seeing what was on before continuing with whatever she was doing. She stood for a long time, like an uncomfortable amount of time, until I finally said, "Would you sit, please? You're making me nervous." She didn't reply. She just turned around and walked away. I presumed it was to finish whatever she was doing before. I heard her open our basement door, which was followed by very slow and very heavy footsteps again. Some time passed when I heard her call for me from the basement. "Well..." It was her voice, but something about it felt off. It was almost like someone was trying to do an impression of my mom, but didn't quite get it right. I yelled, "What is it?" No response. Typical. Call for me and then don't give me a reason. I came to the steps of the basement and called for her. "Yeah, Mom?" No response. "Mom?" Finally she responded. "Come down here. I need some help." At this point I figured she was just messing with me. But again, her voice didn't seem right. I took a step down when our front door opened. "Can someone help me with the groceries?" I froze. That was definitely Mom. But how is that possible? I for sure saw her come down from upstairs. I called for her again. "Mom, where are you?" "In the kitchen. Come help put away groceries." I stepped back very slowly and shut the basement door. The hair on the back of my neck stood up as I walked towards the kitchen. All the color drained from my face as I walked through the entryway. I just stood there, not being able to comprehend what happened. I didn't know whether to cry or vomit. "There's more in the car to be carried in," my mom said as she put some vegetables in the fridge. I didn't move. "Hello?" Mom shut the fridge door. "Did you hear me?" She looked at me. My face was as white as a sheet. I just stared forward. "Are you feeling okay, honey?" She came closer to me. I stepped back, not knowing if I could trust her. "What's the matter with you?" My mom became very concerned. I point towards the basement. You were in the basement," I said as my body began to shake. "What?" My mom was severely confused. "What do you mean I was in the basement?" "You came downstairs, stood in the living room, then went to the basement. I heard you call for me." "Honey, I've been shopping for the past 4 hours. I told you I had errands to run this morning." I looked towards the basement. But I saw you. I heard your steps and your voice." She came closer and started for the door. I tried to stop her. No, please, don't open it," I begged. "It's probably just your father teasing you," she said. "Dad's not home," I replied back, stepping in front of the door. "This isn't funny. Move." She pushed me out of the way and put her hand on the knob. I put mine on top of hers. "Don't," I pleaded to her. "Will, there is nothing down there," my mom replied as she opened the door. "See, I told you." She looked at me very smugly. "I know what I saw and I know what I heard," I said sternly to her. She groaned. "Fine. Do you want me to prove it to you?" She started going down the steps. "Mom, no!" I grabbed her hand. "William Edward, let go of me." She shook her hand and freed herself. She got to the bottom and looked around before going around the corner. She was quiet. "Mom?" I yelled down to her. No response. "Mom!" She came back around the corner. Her face was as pale as mine was. "Mom, what did you see?" She didn't answer. "Mom?" She got to the top and shut the door behind her. "Mom?" I said once more. She stared ahead for for what felt like ages, until she finally muttered, "You! I saw you!"